So in this video, I'm going to be going over why TikTok won't get banned. Sorry that the camera's not showing. I don't know what is going on with this camera right now. I don't know. I've been having some issues. So yeah, anyways, let's just get into it. So thanks for checking out this video. Like I said, I'm just going to be going over why I don't really think that the app will get banned, why I don't think TikTok will get banned, and pretty much my opinion on this whole situation, which you probably don't care about my opinion, but I'm just going to probably explain my case as to why I don't think it'll get banned. So let's just talk about it. So there's been several talks of the possibility about the platform being banned. One of the reasons why this could be either due to the content that's being made, could be about the type of content being made, could be just about the content itself, could be about how the algorithms is designed to be addicting, how people are addicted to the app and scrolling through nonstop, how children are addicted to it. So many possibilities, right? And my guess is probably from one of those reasons. And also, you could argue because the fact that it's a Chinese company and the fact that China uses that information to maybe get information from American citizens or stuff like that, which that stuff I'm not really familiar with or looked into that deep, but it is interesting. But anyways, U.S. government has even entertained these ideas of possibly banning the platform, which it's interesting to say the least, but it's also banned or heavily regulated. I don't know why it's this heist, but regardless, it's heavily regulated in several countries. I know I think it's still banned in India. I think it's heavily regulated in Thailand, if not fully banned. I'm not sure actually. I know in China it's heavily regulated to the point where they just show content about education purposes and things like that. But here in the West, here in the U.S., Canada, Western Europe, pretty much anywhere that's westernized, yeah, it's the type of content on TikTok is pretty interesting to say the least. But yeah, this whole talk about it being banned is something that's been heavily talked about, not just in the government, but just in general, even in people in MySpace. And I don't mean MySpace as in the platform, I mean MySpace as in, the content creation, short form content type niche as well. Even content creators have dabbled about this in the past as well. So there's always that possibility, but it's just been all talk at the moment. So here's, I guess, my reasoning as to why it won't get banned, and I personally just don't think it will get banned, only because of the fact that there's a lot of business to be made there, and due to the fact that that's pretty much how content is consumed nowadays. I think it's certainly valid to want to maybe look into banning the app or at least heavily restricting it due to the type of content being made on there. Some of the content, I'm sure, as some of you guys know, if you guys are on TikTok yourself, I personally am not outside of business, so I don't really use it to scroll through as much apart from doing research or anything like that. People are addicted to the app for sure. There's definitely tons of, it's definitely a powerful algorithm that's designed to have people, go down these paths. So it's definitely something that's very valid in my opinion. However, I just think there's so much business and money to be made on that platform that it's probably very difficult for the government to ban that unless, like I said, that outside factor of people being addicted to the platform, being addicted to the algorithms, etc. Obviously that can be very damaging. So you could make the argument that maybe that's probably more important than the money being made from that, etc. However, everything is business. Talk is cheap. It's all been talk from these politicians, from these types of people. So are they really going to pull through? Or are they just bluffing? Or are they just saying that just to look into the situation? Who knows? They could prove us wrong and follow through with it. They might not. Who knows? I guess only time will tell on that end, but I personally don't think it'll get banned just because of the fact that that's how content is consumed and the fact that there's just a lot of business and commerce going on in that app as well. So it's very difficult to ban that from that alone, but you could also make the case because it's a very addicting algorithm and the content being made on there is not suitable for kids or maybe suitable for people to be watching. Yeah, I guess you can make that argument as well, but like I said, I just don't personally think it will, but you never know. And now here's what I think will happen instead. I think either it will get heavily regulated, meaning only certain types of content can be posted, like for example, what China does with their own algorithms. They have a design where only people, where they have kids learn content and pick up on new skills rather than, watch a girl like shake their butt or something like that. So, or what another thing that could happen is nothing happens and TikTok is the same way, if not just maybe just more things added to their policies or terms of service. Really, that's about it. Like I don't think anything but these two things can happen. And obviously the third one's probably it actually gets banned. So realistically, I think one of these two options that I have here in this slide are most likely going to happen. I just don't think it actually is going to follow through and they're going to ban it. But you never know, like I said. So here's what to do if it does get banned. So here's a little bit of more free value for you. Adapt. There's pretty much nothing you can really do apart from that. I mean, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. You don't really need to really fuss over it too much. I mean, you could still make short form content, whether that's on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook. Obviously, there's going to be a bigger shift in audience and engagement on these platforms. People are going to go from TikTok to these platforms anyways, if they aren't already. So I still think that regardless, I think it's going to be very difficult to not adapt if, let's say you're solely on TikTok, which if you're only on TikTok, I don't know what you're doing. Like, why aren't you putting your stuff out there on other platforms? But anyways, if you still want to be around, adaptation's always key. And unfortunately, this is where most people get lapped or, they get eaten alive by other content creators. And if you're not willing to adapt, whether that's in marketing, whether that's in content creation, any of these forms where you need to adapt in the social media and understand types of content, well, you're most likely going to get lapped by these types anyways. So really depends on how you go about this. But like I said, I think if you're able to really adapt to these platform changes, adapt to, stuff, situations like these where a platform gets banned, if you can't adapt, then I don't know what to tell you, to be honest. So yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on this. So that's pretty much going to be it for this video. So thanks for checking out this video. I know it's kind of a boring one for this weekend, but it is what it is. So thanks for checking out this video, and yeah, I hope to see you in the next one.